What?
Hello, friend.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Action.
Wait. It's okay. Is this okay?
So please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Nicole Chang. I am a British-born Chinese, and I am currently 22 years old. I am a content creator. I do have a blog, which I don't update very often. I've been on YouTube for, I don't know, since I was like 13, or maybe just under 13. This is like my third account on YouTube.
So is that third time lucky?
Yeah, I guess so.
Please tell us, what are your hobbies?
My hobbies involve photography. Creating vlogs. It's mostly for memory's sake. I especially love making travel vlogs. And baking is another hobby of mine. I absolutely love baking for friends and family. I think it's very relaxing for me, and just seeing people's like reactions when they eat cake, I like that.
So tell us, as a BBC growing up, how did you find that?
It was hard. As a kid, I really didn't like being Asian, Chinese. I didn't like my culture because where I live, there weren't any Chinese kids. I was probably like the only Chinese kid at one point at my school. Yeah, there wasn't anyone that I could really look up to. Didn't have any Chinese friends, and it was a struggle.
Tell us about the struggles you encountered growing up.
There was a lot of racism, especially at school. I found that it did decrease a little bit as I grew up and went into like secondary school and sixth form. But during primary school, it was pretty bad, and I didn't really know how to handle it. My parents moved to the UK when they were young adults, and I guess because they didn't have to go through what I went through as a kid, they didn't really like teach me how to deal with like racism or like, I don't know, struggles of not fitting in, because they grew up in Hong Kong and obviously there are like people from the same backgrounds. I just felt like I wanted to be Caucasian. It was kind of sad.
Who do you look up to now?
What was I saying? Now, there aren't any like famous people or celebrities that I look up to. I mean, there are a fair few from YouTube actually, so influencers. Growing up, I was an introvert, and also because I have Asian parents who are very protective, I was always at home, and therefore I always killed time by going online. I was always on my computer. I was like a little computer nerd, and you know, when YouTube came about and I found people like Bubs Beauty, Michelle Fan, and then later on Close Encounters, Jen Im. Yeah, but they're all from America, so it's almost like the people, well, besides from Bubs actually, but most influencers that I watch are from America, so it's a lot of Asian Americans that I look up to. But besides from them, I look up to people that, like my friends and my family. I'm always trying to surround myself with inspiring people.
So speaking of the lack of British Asians on YouTube, do you feel like there's a reason for this?
I mean, I think some people have tried, but they just didn't get very successful. I feel like, unlike America, which seems like there's a huge online community for Asian Americans, in the UK there obviously isn't really one, which is why my friends and I are trying to start something, Bam and Beyond. There are a lot of like British Asian communities, but it's very scattered across the UK. Yeah, that's why we're trying to build one now. I don't know if I even answered your question, but
You mentioned Bam and Beyond. How did that start? How did you guys get together?
why'd you have to watch? Can you just go? Car. 走啊，唔該. So in 2015, I met my friend Simon.
What's that called?
And we shared the same interest of wanting to create something that involved British Asians. Like we wanted to start a community on YouTube or just, you know, online. And I think about a year later, about like 8 months later, I met his friend Tim from the Fellow Yellow. Did I get that right? From the YouTube channel. The Fellow Yellow. I keep calling him the Yellow Fellow. I'm so sorry, Tim.
Yo, what up, fellow yellows? Fellow yellows. It's not even that channel now, so I can't do that.
And then we filmed a little short film together, which still hasn't been released to this date because Simon needs to complete it. Hopefully it'll be out by the end of this year. Yeah, and then I met 2 others, Ray and Grace. Action!
So you guys have the British one food?
I'm allow it. I mean, yeah, still cheap.
And one day, Simon and Tim just approached us and was like, do you guys want to start a new YouTube channel together?
Bam. What does that stand for?
British Asian Media and Beyond.
We'll create a platform for British Asians, basically, to represent, you know, fellow British Asians. Our fellow yellows. That's kind of how it started. It did begin in January 2016, so it's been a year and a half, almost 2 years. But we didn't start posting anything onto our channel until like half a year later, so. Don't look at my camera like that. We are by the London Eye about to film. Telling me that.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
It is in.
Another day in London, another day of filming. It's too windy.
What are your aims for Bam and Beyond?
Bring together fellow British Asian people and just kind of give them a voice through our channel, through creating short films.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, where do I see myself? I have plans of, oh no, I shouldn't mention this yet though. If YouTube is still around and life doesn't get overly crazy, hopefully I will still be creating videos on YouTube. And yeah, that's all I can say really. I live to create and to make people happy.
What does being a British Asian mean to you?
Can I skip? Are we done yet? Yeah, I think my phone's dying too, so
That's a good question.
I don't know how to answer it. It's like an existential question. It's awesome. Now that I'm older and I understand that being able to speak 2 languages is a great thing. I get to enjoy the best of both worlds.
True colour.
Yeah. Bye.
Thanks for helping me film this, Simon.
So, to be fair, you could have done it yourself. I was just holding the tripod.
Yeah, but he was interviewing me, so.
All
right.
Talk about me in third person. Like I'm not.
In first person. Alright, peace out, guys.
I'll just cut it. because I am. Is he okay? A bit introvert. La, la, la. There's someone dying. Please stop. I swear he just let out a fart. What's my life come to? What? Hello, friend.